I just realized I was supposed to call my friend back yesterday, and he was like, "You're gonna call me back, right?" I forgot. So I'm not playing dress up, but I had an idea for a video because I'm not very creative lately. I'm just like a boring old lady in my 40s. But I went thrift store shopping, and I think 4 years ago I did election yoga as a blog. So this is now like election thrift store therapy, which because of COVID, you got to wear your mask and they're only open for 2 hours. But because everyone's quarantined, oh my God, the thrift store was so good today. I spent $21.50. And for instance, I got this most amazing shawl. I got this like $1 robe. Maybe it's missing the tie. Maybe that was it's on the dollar rack. Okay. No, and I want to go back. It's so insane, and I really am trying not to spend money. But look at this. Oh my gosh. This no screensaver. Okay. So I'm sorry for not video blogging. I've even got people asking me like, why don't you video blog anymore? And it's like, because I've got nothing to do. My life is boring. I'm a wreck. I'm watching an Egyptologist right now. Oh my God, Joanne Fletcher. I am so in love with this woman. She's got this like wonderful poofy red hair, and she dresses like so cool. She's like 50 something. She's like slightly older than me, but she has this like all black, like high t-shirt, tuxedo jacket, and black trousers, like a suit. Very menswear. It's so elegant, and you can actually focus more because the women often wear such distracting clothing, for instance. So anyway, I'm gonna have to talk about her. Oh, and I could have gotten the grays. These were on the dollar rack too. I'm basically showing you how wonderful my county is because you'll hear me complain about like blah blah blah, the corruption, and yeah, it's corrupt. And it's corrupt because it has like nice, like they're like capri length trousers, but they're like more like a dressy version, like a zip up dressy with pockets. Oh, and they're just kind of perfect. This is my coat I got for free at the good old Catholic Church, which distributes so much wonderful stuff. Okay, so I got two identical pairs of pants. The gray ones I didn't get because they won't really look as good as the black. But I was kind of tempted because like $1, like that's so good. And then I really do need to do some election yoga because my back is, I think it's actually just not getting enough exercise. Oh, I'm in love. Okay. And so I did an anthropology project on costume and dress for my class, and it caused me to think a lot. I studied like hijab basically, and then it caused me to think about it so much, and so I had a lot of fun wearing it to Portland City Council at the time, and I kind of thought of it as something somewhat medieval, like frequently medieval ladies have like, because of the coldness, like you're just actually freezing. And when I ran away to England for a while, I took to sometimes you'd just be so freezing. You would have to wrap your head because you're so cold. Because it gets way colder, like very deeply cold. So this is cool. They call this infinity scarf. I would not know that except some cool hipster told me that. Okay, I'm getting stuffy now. I'm overly too apportioned with my lovely $1, and it's like new. And this is $1. This is a high quality one, and this one I know is Nordstrom, which is probably pretty good. And so I've donated so much stuff to this store. So in a way, I feel like, oh, all the stuff I lost, I just basically traded it in for something excellent. So. Hey, come back. Okay, so just while we're at it, this beautiful bag is a TJ Maxx bag, but it's kind of sentimental because it came from another favorite thrift shop, which is Rag and Bone, which is so cute. This lady was originally British, but she's so Americanized and like took her citizenship and everything. But I was like, do you know about the Rag and Bone company? It's like a hipster, trendy, like Tom York does music for them, fashion line, and she's like, oh yeah, they actually sent me like a cease and desist or something. So she got like copyright trolled by the British like $200 t-shirt company. And she's like, I'm just a little antique store in Oregon, like, buzz off. And it's a classic trope. She's a British woman. The rag and bone man was the person who would be sorting through the trash and then dealing. And she's a very generous person. She always has like really good free boxes. But I realized with COVID, I must be wired. No, it's probably like election adrenaline. It's frightening, isn't it? Is everybody freaking out? I just got a freaked out email from a very beautiful man in Europe. And I'm like, don't freak out. Don't drink yourself to death. Okay, so these are just kitchen, but whatever. You can never have enough of those. Okay, I guess the good part, so I guess this is my fun bag. Oh, look at these. I got like bricks of, what was it? What are the scents? Let's see. Hibiscus rose. Plum grove. Oh, yummy. This one is made in England. These are probably sold at TJ Maxx. $5.99. That's a good it's a good price for nice soap. Yeah, and my other friend I just randomly emailed. He's in Texas. So beautiful. Oh, delicious soap. And then, okay, this is too exceptional. Beautiful natural soaps. Natural, beautiful. Oh my gosh, let's smell them. So I'm vegan, dietarily. Oh, it smells, lavender. It's just, I didn't even smell it. That's amazing. Handmade. And I can just basically smell that it's vegetable. It's not like animal fat or anything. But sometimes there might be like a goat milk soap or like beeswax or some random oh wow. It's just clean. Oh, but what I wonder is, what is this pink striation? Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so this whole bag was $2. Okay, so I'm stoked. And honestly, I'm stoked I'm not in Portland. I'm stoked that I don't have to deal with that. Tear gas and riots. I eat a lot of pepper. I love pepper. But I accidentally, when I got like an eyelash in my eye, I had just put a ton of pepper on my, field roast potatoes and rice. And then I'm just like completely getting like a little residue of pepper. So if I did video blogs again, I would want it not to have a screensaver because that's really annoying. So anyway, I got to be Mary in the Christmas pageant, and I realized I don't wear this color ever. But like, I felt this is exactly what I wore for Christmas at Holy Name Church in Tennessee. I was just trying to pick a Google Voice number, and I'm like, I don't want to. And then I was toying with my Nashville area codes, my LA area codes. 50 cents, that's a pretty good deal. Oh, and this was free. Oh, I got some free stuff too, like a bulletin board. I guess it's a laundry sack or something. And, this is pretty. And honestly, for $2, I should really go wipe out all their dresses. But I don't really wear dresses, and where do I have to wear dresses? Because it's just like now sideways rain, finally. Thank you, the beautiful rain has come. Ooh, I love it. It's super like thin. Look at it, it's like paper thin. I love that. And it's sort of like antiquated and rustic. And so I realized I was having such a fun time to go out anywhere, because I really don't much. But the bookstore had the best display. I took like shots. Basically, it was phenomenal. Like all the coolest books you should read about Black culture, Afrocentric. It was like awesome. So I'm planning on moving this from my cell phone onto Twitter maybe in a bit. Baptist? Whoa! And it was kind of like, man, where I live, they don't have plywood on the windows. They're not anticipating riots. I mean, we are anticipating meth heads and craziness in rural Oregon. Oh wow, Baptist, these are just beautiful, and it's cute, and it's like, what a treat for $1. Okay, so it was getting a little dicey in that. Now this is kind of embarrassing. I hate to show you this, but I just had a craving for this because my back is killing me like all the time, sitting at a computer. So here, let's go. I'm gonna be kind of secretive about this, but boom. Yeah, these things can They wear them as like sort of support for exercise, but that was totally a deal for $2, and it's kind of, yeah, actually feels good. It's kind of embarrassing looking, but I was just craving one of those because I had one in black, and they'll kind of structure your spine so you stand up better. Yeah. Okay. Oh my god. This is so cool. This is patchouli vanilla jojoba body lotion. And then I'm like, Hebrew? How freaking cool. So lavido.com, made in Israel. Okay, let's smell it. I didn't even smell it yet. Amazing. Yeah, it's great. It's completely great. And so to cheer myself up from the election madness, I'm also reading perfume blogs. And it's something I've been wanting to do a long time, and I was really getting into it, the design of the Fragrantica perfume blog. I highly recommend perfume blog Fragrantica, because what it does is it creates like icons of the notes that go into a perfume, the complexity of it. It puts it in words, it puts it in pictures, and you can click on the note. Like, you can read all about vanilla and all about what vanilla does. It has reviews, it has pictures. And now I was trying to locate a perfume I gave to Laura, because I'm like, I want to smell that. I miss that. And you can look by color, so I was just going through shades of the beautiful golden toned perfumes where I'm going down, and then I realized, no, it's a V, then I realized it's Varens, but that perfume was like Ulrich de Varens, I believe. Yeah, Ulrich de Varens Love. And that's my video. So this is my boring life. This is my new design of this tiny apartment. Which is to have a tiny little nook right here. And this is my braid. Oh, I did a facial, so I scored. This is more shopaholic. Okay, 12 minutes, this is long. I'm on Craigslist. Oh, and guess what? I figured out these glasses don't give me a headache as bad. But Craigslist, thank you, whoever you are. I got the most insane haul of like $300 or $400 worth of cosmetics and skin potions and whatever, because someone was just like, come and get it, take it away. And I don't know if it was like a bad breakup or they're moving or they whatever, but it was like some good stuff, some high-end stuff that had been tried a little, some really good like hair detangling sprays. And the thing I tried today that was amazing was this diamond face peel by Disco Kitten. I would never buy something like this, and it's all like sticky. And then I was like, what? My skin is like shimmering, and it seems like it just pulled out all the grossness. So I would recommend that, although it might be a little pricey. I was like so intrigued by my free score that I straight up like looked up the price of all this stuff. And then this other conditioner I did was this keratin amazing hair mask stuff that I was like, wow, my hair is never this good. So yeah, the election. Oh, I annotated a Tara Reid tweet, and it's getting like a few retweets about, do we need to have like specific legislation that says you can't have sexual predators in the White House? Like, duh. But it's this thing about humans, is that even though something's obvious, sometimes you need to spell this out. And I'll read you the tweet, and then I will go, because I kind of am just having a lower profile on the Twitter lately. Twitter's just kind of, oh my god, did you see that crazy, what's his name, Jack? Where are you, dude? My first reaction was very stereotyping, and I was like, okay. Well, here are my two tweets that are getting attention. And this is annotation of Kirby. This is Kirby Summers basically says, isn't it odd that Virginia Giuffre, who's the most outspoken victim and who Ghislaine Maxwell procured and allegedly raped in 2001, falls outside the 94 to 97 parameters of the charges brought against Maxwell? And that's James Comey's daughter, I believe, who's prosecuting that with the U.S. attorneys. So they've got this narrow little window excluding this predominant witness who's the first person. Anyway, and so somebody said, well, maybe because of the Prince Andrew connection. And then I added, and just general phobia of discussing lesbian pedophilia and lesbian rape. So that's got 3 likes. And then over here, okay, here's my annotation to the Tara Reid tweet. Okay. What does she say? Oh, she has a heartbroken emoji and is retweeting, we believe Tara Reid truth. Defeating Trump is necessary, so is being honest about the fact that both candidates are accused of sexual assault. Hashtag I believe Tara Reid, and then a link to Daily Beast. I didn't even really pay attention. So I say to Tara Reid, running sexual abusers is election interference at FEC. It equals active measure to deter survivors from voting. Bullet point, it's a violation of our civil rights. Bullet point, it's a deliberate infliction of distress. Third bullet point, tampering with secure voting. And fourth point, it's a violation of their oath. You need proactive anti-predator FEC legislation. And by violation of our oath, basically, whoever would win this, if we had like a sexual predator party, for instance, which I'm just arguing that we have like a one-party system, which is all sexual predator. And the Democrats and Republicans are 2 same sides of the misogynistic sexual predator party coin. What was my point? Yeah, so say they take office. How can they administer law and order and truth and justice and all of these lovely things if they're concealing crime and intimidating witness and already obstructing justice? Yeah, but so this whole suffragette city stuff, it's not over, guys. We're 100 years into it, and this is how bad it is. And then that's to say nothing of, I watched Biden sniffing hairs and rubbing shoulders and getting creepy with children. And I've read numerous lawsuits and stories regarding Trump's sexual predations. And I think with sexual predators, they are human beings. And I think if we had a culture where they could come out and say they're sorry, and that absence of sorry, that absence of reflection and recognition of the harm they're doing, it's just causing us to stagnate culturally. So shout out to all the brave people, which all these women throwing their standards under the bus for Biden. To me, it's like Democrats don't have the courage of their conviction to nominate a woman on the ticket. Like, hello, didn't somebody nominate a woman in the 80s? No, whatever. Maybe there was a woman VP candidate. Anyway, this is just so frustrating. But I was really into Margaret Thatcher when I was a kid, like in the 80s. And I was like, what's wrong with America? This is me as a kid. I was like, what's wrong with America? Why don't we have this? There was Indira Gandhi. We've had all kinds of powerful women leaders. Queen Elizabeth, Cleopatra. So anyway, you don't want to hear me talk. So everybody stay safe at the riots. I guess I'm a little stressed that my former apartment building almost got arsoned last night when they smashed in the window and dredged some kerosene. I think their way of thinking is, we'll just make a little fire and no one will really know, that'll put it out. And this starting the fire in the high-rise apartment before you evacuate the residents. I'm not sure how thought out it is. And the puppet masters who are putting these kids on the front lines of their poorly conceived war are a bit like the scoundrels that my dad abhorred, who promoted that Vietnam conflict, so that treating people like cannon fodder is not the same as, I don't know, it's not respectful. And I think people are being played. But, stay safe, y'all. Be good.